Hi again, so we are back with the Champions of Westeros, and we're going to be watching the second of tonight's games between Baratheon and Greyjoy. So we have Alex, the world champion for Greyjoy, playing Kings of Winter. That's an agenda I was personally worried about. And we have Makak, still undefeated for Team Baratheon, playing Valyrian Steel, which he played also, I think, in the previous round and won his game against, was it Stark? Yes. So opening with Bran the Builder against March to the Wall, which did what? Let's see, since we missed the very start. Okay, March Stannis, who was set up, I guess, as the only character, and the Drowned got Fanatic, so that's a bit of a hit for Makak, but okay, not too bad. And we have the choke here with Harlow, reducing the reserve. I have Guardian Shadows, which could well be Night Flyer, of course, but no characters. Asha removed from the game with the Red Priest, and Baratheon set to take the early lead. Agenda still unused, so maybe there is a way to sneak another card in play from that hand before the reserve goes down to 5. Or before the reserve is checked, I should say. Obviously it's already 5. Night Flyer, that's going to target economy, and we could be seeing annoying stuff like nothing burns to get it off the board, out of play, and replay it. Now March is gone. I would not expect a second one, since you do need the winter plots to work with the agenda. I guess winter reserves is the opener, so we might see that next. Had to march in round 1 because the opportunity was so great to march that Stannis, have Selisi here, might be difficult to play with the economy choke. Discarded for reserve. And yes, first snow is the annoying one, obviously. So, okay, Maka going for a summer plot and a big one with the gold, so hoping to marshal some characters here that would potentially survive for snow, and Alex wins initiatives. If he has Botley crew, he could go first. That's an annoying little character that chokes the gold even more, but he had some leftover gold in round 1, so I'm guessing that's not available. We'll see. Gold, okay, pillage, and can stand if locations enter the discard pile, which they do sometimes on demand with cards like Night Flyer. Other times you need a bit of luck with the pillage. And Great Hall is back. Alistair grabs another card, not using the other location on him. Not using it at all. That's curious. And Elena grabs the Bastard of Robert, which is a nice free character if Robert is in play. But getting difficult to play him, of course, since the choke is yeah, the winter and Night Flyer discarding economy, and missing some pieces though, missing that Botley crew, so it's not working that well, but I'm guessing this was the economy plot that is there to play cards like Robert. I wonder if he has another one. And we see Strangler being put on Gorald, which makes it impossible for him to win any challenges against the Baratheon board, and fortunately for Alex, the whole thing basically fizzles again, and now he's getting somehow opposed. However, feeding the hand with Light Summer Fist and reserve down to 3. Yikes. Yeah, if he had a little bit maybe a reducer or something, he could have come in for that 1 more gold with the Dragonstone port, but I'm guessing not, since that's the first thing you marshal. Guess wouldn't have worked out whatever he did. And what do we have? That's quite brave, discarding economy. Also lay waste, which you kind of don't want to do because you never know what comes into play. And Scene in Flames also down to 3 cards, has the better board, but that could go very quickly. Result is okay. And let's say there is a Morghulis now. I don't think there will be in this winter deck, but if there were, that's not much help with the economy. So let's say you save Gorald, and then you're kind of struggling for the rest of the gold. Can't even play that Asha that would come back for the Red Priest. And first snow, a little bit better against exchange of information, which doesn't give much gold, but it does have decent reserve to at least be able to keep some of these characters that will be returning to hand. So I was going to say the Stranger is winter traded. That is often played, and this deck is going strong on the 3 costers. Could be tricky to navigate. And the cards given by exchange here to Makak are unfortunately not that great. Oh. Yeah, played lots of economy, and now we do have Euron, and he will be grabbing more. Can grab the Rose Road, the King's Gate. Luckily nothing apart from that at the moment. Now useful dupe, and hopefully something more to come. He does have the gold with all of the locations. If he had something like Robert. Ooh. Let's not have Fanatic, that's very nice. Okay, Selisi. So discarded 1 for reserve and drew 1 on top of that. Maybe he had 2, that's why he discarded it. But that's going to hurt Alex now. This was a round where he could have done damage. But now, no silence in play to stand Euron. Seems like he won't be doing much, and even the reserve is not helping him because Makak gets to keep all of his cards, gets the second Red Priest trigger. Though this time, obviously, if Alex is first player, can put that Asha into play. And Delena also, of course, gets another search. And hitting Botley Crew as good as anything. So up to 7 power, but basically just a round where Makak needed to survive, and survive he did. Yeah, could be Morghulis. I think, where did we see this? We saw Starkwinter, didn't we? In one of the previous games, where I kept thinking what the reset could be, and it turned out it was the Stranger in the end. It was a I think Dennis played it against you, Richard. Well, you played it against him, I should say. And now Famine, which is a great card after first snow for the choke, but Makak hits the trade routes timing pretty well here. It's still not great. 8, but decent enough. Can get Red Priest and Delena. This time it's against 2 claim though, so even the challenges, of course, will be very important, not just the marshalling phase choke. Yeah, whenever you need to think about the Red Priest trigger, that's a bad sign. It means there is a lot of annoying stuff. So 2 gold from the plot. I make it 5 altogether with the economy and the reducers, so it's just about enough for Asha. Gets rid of the Bloody Cup. Okay, that triggers some unopposed challenges. You would need to save some gold for it though. And 4 gold left with Delena in hand and the Great Hall standing. So Delena could have been marshaled for 3, I guess, with the Great Hall. 1 gold remaining, but that card in Shadows must be something that he plans to play for this gold. So a Shadow Priestess, if there is no attachment on Euron, would be strong, and also just Black Cells, I guess. But that doesn't cost 4, so duped Asha. 1 gold remaining. Makak, of course, fully aware now of the dangers in hand. And clearly there is no Fanatic, otherwise he could have taken that. And that means Euron gets snelled. Now Asha still standing. And if she does her challenges, she will stand with her ability. So what do? You could go for... I was going to suggest for Intrigue and then keep the icons to prevent Asha doing her thing, but no. Maybe he isn't all that worried, having seen the hand. There is no obvious draw. Not even Iron Gate this round, so... If there isn't We Do Not Sow or anything like that, could just let Asha do her thing, get some power on the faction card, but... We're also, of course, giving away the 2 claim. So 2 claim military and 2 claim power potentially. Fleet from 10 towers. Okay, in some rounds I guess that could be a body with renown. Assault against just the economy, not that useful. And now let's see what happens with the 2 claim military. So you could potentially kill Alistair, decide not to save him, just to nil Asha when she restands, but okay, so Asha does military, it's unopposed, and you kill Alistair. Asha already standing again, you nil her and then Gorold against 6, but still has Iron Fleet Scout, so doesn't seem it can be done, so may as well just claim the dupe and one of the characters here hit the 2 claim power that is about to come. Oh, actually I'm being stupid, of course. He has Strangler. Easy to forget. Okay, he knew that was coming. We do not so. He did see the hand. Now what's going to be chosen here is the question. He could stop the power claim altogether if he decides not to save Alistair. But it's risky. And he is great against resets. And he leaves play. Here's something again. Bloody Cup comes back. No goal to play it now. Okay, to claim power makes it 8-3 and should be 8-4 with dominance. Three cards in hand, one of them is the Bloody Cup. And Bastard of Robert discarded. Nice free character if you do have Robert. Now it's a famine limit too. It is, so hopefully you don't see that again. Oh, another two claimer. And we have Heir to the Throne. Hoping to trade Alistair, I'm guessing, for a Melisandre or a Robert. Melisandre. That nails Asha, and the trigger could potentially nail Euron in marshalling, which would be nice. Still needs something else though, because to claim military could be coming. And plenty of gold for Alex. Botley Crew. That's the second one we've seen. Hopefully the last. Okay, and there is our choke. No, struggling a bit here. Melisandre dupes herself. Delena is in hand. She can come into play with these reducer locations, but it's not the Melisandre trigger. She is also gone at the wrong time with that Hotho in play now. And Green Dreams terminal. Asha was knelt with the with Alistair when he left play for Heir, traded for Melisandre. Okay, Vanguard Lancer keeping Delena in hand, and hopefully Sin in Flames is available. That would be superb here to nail Euron. Needs to discard 2 for Hotho's annoying ability. I remember playing against this in my first game in the World Championship. Greyjoy Winter with Hotho. And I had, even though I played Summer with reserve boosts, I had something like 6 cards discarded one time for the reserve choke in the challenges phase. Okay, Motley coming in, so Euron won't be knelt. Can use the agenda for more draw or to gain gold if there's something else. That's too bad, having Melisandre and no trigger. I guess he could have also just... Now am I missing something? Delena's still alive, right? And she should be in hand. Because of first snow earlier, so... Could have marshaled her to stop the Asha stand. And used Alistair to kneel Euron instead. Now needs to claim the Lancer and Melisandre dupe, I should think. I guess getting the to claim power is the big one here for Greyjoy. If he can do that without getting counter-attacked too badly. The Bloody Cup, of course, is in hand, so can't leave stuff unopposed. Oh, big protect here. Protecting against even the Ironfleet Scout. So that means power is coming, and again, Bloody Cup in hand, so looks like he will defend that too. Night Flyer, okay, as good as anything. So I guess reset coming, and wants to keep the cards, keep Delena to repopulate. No stand, fortunately. What does that mean for Alex? So he has one non-character and I guess 2 mystery cards, at least to us. Maybe Alex knows them. Kingsgate can't quite trigger yet, but Iron Gate can. Okay, so he too goes for the draw, and if the Harris is played, gets to keep, let's say, 2 characters if it's Euron, or 3 if it's Asha. And doing okay with economy. And also takes the lead. Wildfire Assault. Alright. Now, who wins initiative? Alex wins initiative, unfortunately. So he can manipulate this a little bit to get Motley discarded if he likes, because Strangler is terminal. But obviously you might want to keep Gorold in play. Gorold, Euron and Asha, for instance, seems a pretty good deal. Okay. Discarding Motley first. Nightflyer on the other side, obviously always get rid of that, hoping to draw another one. Now there is one also gone, so I'm guessing chances are that we won't see it, but you never know. And good news for Baratheon, Botley crew gone. So time to breathe a bit easier now. 6 gold available to marshal stuff, so that's Delena, and again a Lord Chad would be beautiful here. And hoping that Alex doesn't have too much. Using the locations just in case. Yeah, could be Meister more and more coming into play, or Lords per chip, right? Or Just a Night Flyer again. Fleet from 10 towers and nothing else, so saving again some gold for the Bloody Cup, and I'm guessing just didn't have anything for the other two. And here we go, if there is a cancel, that's not going to work now on the Red Priest. So Red Priest checks the hand, will take the event, and Melisandre gets a nil. And again going for Asha because of her stand. Still Delena in hand, not a great chance to play her yet. Just checking what is there for Yoran, I guess. At this point you take the fiefdom just to save the power that could be lost with resets. That could be very useful actually. Yoran puts a fiefdom into play, uses it in challenges, and then once again in standing phase. Not risking any unopposed. The fleet does every now and ooh, okay. Bloody Cup comes straight back, which puts pressure on Makak to continue opposing and I hope that Gorol doesn't stand. Euron needs to do power if he wants the power claim, because Gorol is too weak and blocked. Of course can't use the scout on him because of Strangler. Selessi defends. And now Euron can do unopposed intrigue, which allows Melisandre presumably then to, or the priestess, to do power back. But Euron gets renown and also his trigger that is going to take that fiefdom to save the power. And hunting accident could have been useful as well. Yeah, the choke certainly doing some good work here with a few more gold here and there. Without that famine and without the Night Flyers, we could see other stuff in play. We could see Delena, we could see an additional Chad. And Wildfire already gone, so I'm guessing no Dohaeris in this deck. Would be a nice 7th plot though. Lay waste, lost for the intrigue claim, yeah. I guess he could have, what could he have done? Used it on the fiefdom and searched himself for a card. And here we go, Alex saving the power. Leads 9-7. Ah, okay. More ghoulies. And no saves. Well, well, well. No stand for Asha now. No economy on the other side, so... But still enough to play Delena if he likes, if he has nothing else. Alright, second icon, unfortunate. I was hoping that Alex was stuck. And Davos, alright. And there is claim, of course, for Makak, unlike Alex. Unfortunately, that bloody cup still a threat and forces a defense, I think. Okay. Had to defend, unfortunately, with the character that didn't have stealth, and now Davos stuck with defending this one. Nothing good for Makak in this round, but he survives it at least. And now we go again. So for the good players out there, I'm sure you've memorized all the available plots and know what's coming. I guess late summer feast for Baratheon is the economy and trade routes. Maybe trade routes is the better one. So he could marshal Delena, search for Chad, marshal the Chad. Although not against first snow. So could we see first snow? And we see winter reserves. Investing in the remaining 22 minutes, I guess, again. And Makak happy to let Alex go first with his triggers and his threats in hand. Let's see the red priest situation. 2 in the dead pile. So chances are he doesn't have it. Delena will stop Asha though. But then again, I guess you need to oppose her anyway because of the bloody cup. Come on. Okay, what could that do? I guess Alex will have a good look. Okay, Imri. Tough to sacrifice locations at this point. And there goes Delena. Does not find Chadio. That's too bad. So is there only one Bastard of Robert in the deck just for her search? That's unfortunate. Okay, Baron's ability is still available, so we could see Motley. We could see Strangler. Traitor is an option. Melisandre is dead, I think. These locations, I guess, not that useful. Alistair would still be alive. Pinch, can he put Pinch into play? He can. Yeah. That gets Pinch to Makak's hand though. Disputed claim. Could put Celicia or Stannis in. And keeping Davos in play because he is tricky to... The economy is tricky and he survives first now. So here comes Stannis, the big power icon that gets draw. Yeah, nothing to do against this, so I guess you just defend it. Hope there isn't a win by 5 trigger. And then you do power and intrigue back because military just gets Stannis killed. No way to use this draw though. That's annoying because the choke is hurt so badly here. Yeah, the Harris is unpleasant here for Alex. Too bad that's not in the deck. If he played at round 6 and round 8, that would have done some good. And there's so much economy now that you can just use those iron gates, get draw, hope to draw all the answers. And that's exactly what happens. And now what do we have here in terms of... Yeah, we do have Iron Fleet Scout with +2, so it goes for military because Stannis would just draw on defense. And let's guess Stannis killed. Might have been only one copy in the deck. And it's 10-8. Now he could again do for snow, but then Imri can be killed if you sack all the locations. And it's first snow against air. Yeah, nothing found. That's too bad. Stannis here would have been nice. And here come the dupes. Morghulis was the last plot, so that's not a threat anymore. And Alex is done, so Imri could kneel them all, and then you're only dealing with whatever Balon brings in. But what do you do for the rest of the game, because that's not game winning, that's only you're on 8 and you have one character that survives that first snow. That's the wrong discard pile, just checking what Balon has now. Alistair's still alive, right? And Bastard of Robert. Khaleesi is dead. And he can take Disputed Claim. But he himself, of course, would be knelt in case of Imri. And here we are. Cancel. Alright. Sad day. Imri going back to hand anyway. And now Davos can't oppose everything. And I'm afraid the Bloody Cup will get him. Yeah, it's annoying when opponents have good players and good decks, isn't it? But this is the world champion. And it was never going to be easy. Yeah, there was a chance of getting a Fnatic, of course. There was one earlier. 21 cards left in the deck. And now using the agenda aggressively for some draw. And this should be it, unfortunately. Can't see any solutions. And Alex wins it for Greyjoy. Good game. When I saw the matchup, I thought this would be tough, but then Makak held his own in the early game, dominated, took a big lead. But unfortunately, even though Wildfire was nice, getting the big guys and now the Harris was unfortunate and nothing Makak could do, unfortunately. Could have had a little bit more luck, kept that lay waste to do something with it, maybe use it on Fiefdom, search for a milk, could have, I guess, had that hunting accident that was pillaged, stuff like that. But this is a tough agenda to face. Greyjoy Winter, I think, was one of the best options Greyjoy still had available. And as soon as I saw it, I thought we are up against it here. Yeah, one copy of Nightmares. So I did actually play a few games in testing last week and earlier this week and put the Nightmares in because someone said that Nightmares is always useful, may as well go for it, and then was stuck with it in hand with nothing good to blank, and I really wished it was privileged position. It is annoying when it happens, but what can you do? Hopefully Stark has used all of their good luck in our match and they ran out of it against Martell. Alright, so just to show you the situation, players are not very good at updating the results. This one, so there is a loss for us here and another one here, and we did win the third one, so it's 2-1 for Greyjoy. But yeah, they spent two of their big guns, I guess, in the first two games, Alexander and Alex, two very strong players, and we'll, I guess, have to look for our chances in the remaining games, where I think we have, yeah, definitely have our chances with the pairings the way they worked out. So, hoping for the best. And let that be it for today. So, thanks everyone for joining me, and we'll see you next time.